everybody. We have been thinking about really interesting sentences in Maple class. We can use this to help us. When we're talking about something or writing our sentence down, we can think about these things and it will make our sentence extra interesting. We want to know who, what they are doing, and what they're doing it to. For example, Becky scratching her head. Becky tapping her nose. The first three are the most important. But after that, if we want to, we can think about where, when, and we can use some describing words. Let me see. Becky tapping her nose at home. Did you see? I thought about where too. I'm going to read a story. It's one of our favourite stories. While I'm reading it, have a think about all of these and that will help you to make a really interesting sentence at the end. This story is called Mr. Big. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine. He goes by the name of Mr. Big. Now, Mr. Big had a small problem. Compared to everyone else, he was extremely big. He was so big that anywhere he went, all everyone saw was someone big and scary. No one stuck around to find out who he really was. So inside, Mr. Big felt very small. And that's how it always was. When Mr. Big went to the cafe, suddenly everyone had other things to do. When Mr. Big got on the bus, everybody else got off. And when he went to the pool, well, let's just say, everyone needed to be somewhere else. No one ever saw the real Mr. Big. One day, Mr. Big noticed a piano in a shop window. It looked all alone, just like him. So he bought it and took it home. And Mr. Big sat alone at the piano. He thought about all the things that made him sad. And then he played. His music drifted out through the open window and into the evening sky. It drifted across the rooftops over to his neighbours. And they wondered, who was playing such beautiful music? The word spread, and night after night, everyone came from all over town. And still no one knew who was playing. It was a big mystery. But inside, Mr. Big was still alone. And then one morning, Mr. Big received his first ever letter to the pianist. It was an invitation and it said, "Dear mystery pianist, thank you for your beautiful music. Everyone has been listening to you for weeks and we're all wondering one thing. Who are you? We'd love to meet you. Me and a couple of the guys are playing tonight at the Blue Note. Please come and join our band. See you later, a friend." That night, Mr. Big joined the band. All night long the joint was jumping and nobody wanted to leave. At last, everyone could see the real Mr. Big. "Go, baby, go. Hot man. Yeah, baby, jazz. Yeah, cool. He's cooking, daddy-o." That's all, folks. Let's hear it for Mr. Big. Now that the big band has hit the big time and everyone wants to meet them, Mr. Big has a new problem. He doesn't get much time to be alone, but that's just the way he likes it. "Please, can you sign my book, Mr. Big?" "Groovy, baby, I'm your biggest fan." "Like, is it really you? Wow, can I have your autograph, please?" "Thank you, Mr. Big. Mr. Big, we love you." I know you like that story, but now we can use it to make our really interesting sentences. Let me choose a picture. Which one shall we have? Oh, here's one. What's happening in this picture? Who is it? It's Mr. Big. What's he doing? He's carrying something. And what is he carrying? A piano. Mr. Big is carrying a piano. Where? Up the stairs. We don't know when, but we know that the piano will be heavy. So our interesting sentence might be, Mr. Big is carrying a heavy piano up the stairs. Why don't you have a go at writing or talking about some interesting sentences today? You can use this story or choose a story that you've got at home. I can't wait to hear your interesting sentences. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.